Hello everyone, and in this video I'm going to take the engine out. In my previous video you might have seen I've actually already taken the carbs and the head, exhaust manifold, everything like that off there. So it's really just taking out the block and the gearbox. So underneath the bonnet, really all I need to do is take out these little heat shields, disconnect the old electrics, the pump, so the oil side of things, get that sort of pumped out, and then alternator, engine mounts underneath the gearbox, and you're away. The bit that annoys me the most is just doing the prop shaft. You can actually take it out of the prop shaft still connected, because it just slides out the back of the gearbox. There's no sort of bolted connection on there. The only problem is when you go to put the gearbox back in, it's a nightmare to try and solder it on. Trust me, I've tried it. So first of all, I'd jack up the back of the car and I'll get underneath. I've already removed the exhaust, and actually the exhaust needs a bit of attention, because as I pulled it out, sorry it's quite dark in here, it broke off. So luckily it's an easy weld, so that's no problem. So I've jacked up the car. I'm just going to get underneath now, and so then underneath here it's basically where are we? That prop shaft connection there. What I will do this winter as well is, with the prop off, I'm going to take the diff out, because you cannot drain the diffs, which is ridiculous. So I'm actually going to drill and tap it, and put a drain point, so in the season I can actually drill it, empty the oil out, because it takes a lot of stick. So yeah, I'll get under the car, unbolt that, and go from there. Right, that's the prop shaft off. It's only a little thing actually, if you have a look. It's very short really, tiny. Check the UJs on them as well while it's off, and they're all good. So that's one thing I don't need to do. So now it's just engine bits. Okay, so I've disconnected all the sort of ancillaries, things like that. So what you have here, all this side disconnected. Engine mounts are actually sort of unbolted from the car side, but it's like a V-shaped mount, so it still sits there. Gearbox has been undone. On the other side, alternators out. So you can see actually when you strip the ancillaries off there, just how much space you actually get under there, really. So it's actually ready to lift out now. The bonnet just needs to come off, but another great thing about Vixen's under here, that is actually just a bolt that I've put a split pin through. So literally slide that out, and that's it, I can lift the bonnet. So I'll do that now, and it's ready to come out. So you can see now with the bonnet off, got loads of room now. So that's your front radiator. It's got a few bits of tyre in there, so I can clean that grill up. But yeah, loads of space just to get the engine crane straight in here, lift it up. Because it's with the gearbox, you sort of tilt the engine back to start drawing the engine up and out, and then that's good to go. I almost forgot the gear stick. Doing everything on the outside, and the gearbox won't come out of that. So Again, great thing about the Vixen, it's just a little panel that sits over here. This gaiter just slides straight over the gear stick, and then inside there it literally just unscrews off the top of the gearbox, so you're not crawling around on the floor or anything like that in some sort of painful procedure. So I'll get that out of the way now and get the engine out. So that you see there, that's actually just an adapter, so that slots into the top of the gearbox and changes over to the gear stick that I've got, which is a great, really good Millington race prep. It's a great little short shift that really improves how the gear changes. It gets rid of any of the sloppiness in there anyway. So so that's out. Now we're ready to take it out. There you go. That is how you take out an engine from a Vixen in a tiny garage on your own at 10 o'clock at night. So you're quite lucky really, because the block is pretty light, it's quite small. They've got the 2008 Ford gearbox on there, so that's great. I keep the starter motor on because to get to that connection for the actual power supply, it's an absolute nightmare when the car's actually in. So I've actually done a cable from there to a point, and then on bulkhead here I've got a little buzz bar, so that means that I can disconnect it while I'm there, which is 10 times easier. So I'll drop it on the floor, and then I'll start tidying up the engine bay. But so that's it for this episode. Engine's out. Now it's a tidy up job, sort out the diff, a few other little bits and pieces, a seat, and they'll be in the next few episodes. Alright, cheers!